What is up, everybody? We have yet another lighting video for you. All my cars are long overdue for upgraded lighting. Today it's going to be the Ford's turn. So we've got this 2000, or I guess 99 F250. The housings, you can see they're yellowed. They've got some cracks. They're just old. I have upgraded them with Beam Tech LEDs that replace the stock bulbs. That did help quite a bit, and I did clean these up, but it's been a couple years and they're yellowed and rough all over again. So AUTOSAVER88 gave us these headlights to try out. They're from Amazon. Put the link in the description, but wait and let's see how they look and how they work before you decide for yourself. These are super common truck. They were from 99 till 04, I believe, and they all had the same headlights and they all had the same problems. So should be an easy install. Let's open up the box and see what they look like. Pretty generic box, but who cares what the box looks like as long as they're good. Ford 99 looks like, and some interesting writing. Okay, they look cool, shiny. So it's two separate pieces. Looks like the turn signal and driving light, marker light. These are just reflectors. I'll have to look on the truck, the original truck, to see what they look like. And here's the main headlight. It's clear. Got a good reflector in it, looks like. The little cups for the bulbs and the adjusters. Yeah, so I mean, it looks pretty basic, but it's not damaged and it looks okay. It says DOT on the front. No real instructions that I can see. Yeah, so pretty basic, but it's a pretty simple part. So let's pull the old ones out and see how they look. Very plasticky. Don't know if that's a problem or not. I'm sure the old ones are as well. Doesn't give you that warm fuzzy of like, oh, this is a quality part, but it is pretty affordable. So but as long as it works, has the adjusters on it, and if it fits good, shouldn't be a problem. So pull the old ones out and throw these in and see how they fit. Before we put the main headlight in, we're going to pull these, the turn signal and marker reflector light thing out and replace that as well. I have never had these apart before, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go. But it looks like there are two little Phillips head screws on the bottom. Don't lose them. That's it. Easy peasy. Looks like a twist. Yep, twist the bulb. And those little rubber grommets. So they twist and turn, come right out. So there's the marker light housing. Here's the old one next to the new one. Looks good so far. Looks the same. Let's compare the back side. Looks the same. These have the little stud here, rubber bumper. I don't really know what this thing is. It must be a vent for condensation so that it can dry out. So, alright, let's pop it in place. So far, looks good. Throw the new bulb the socket in the new housing. make sure your washer goes back on your little socket. Mine came off when I took the other one off, so like I said, that will, you don't want moisture getting in there. Got one in, got the other one in, not too bad. Alright, so those are in. Looks good. The gap so far actually looks really good. It's like nice and flush with the fender and the consistent gap the whole way up. So let's get the headlight in, and hopefully that is true for the whole assembly. So for the adjusters, anytime you change any headlight, you want to look at where the adjusters are and try to get this as close to what your original setup was, and hopefully that gives us a decent adjustment to start with. We'll have to fine tune it from there, but that'll give us a good starting point. Okay, my adjusters are matched to the original ones, so we'll stick this in, clip it all together, make sure this is facing upwards so you can reach down in here with a screwdriver. This one has a little hex on the end, and then this one has a screwdriver as well. I'm a little concerned with this one. I'm trying to match this one, obviously. I'm pretty close, but I think this was way out here, so I had to bring it way in, and it felt like it was running out of travel. You can see I've got a little room left, but it was starting to feel really hard to turn and kind of gross feeling. So you can see there's none sticking out on there, so that's probably part of the universal application that's makes it not quite as good a fit for this, but we'll see once we get it adjusted. As long as it goes in place and adjusts enough to get it where it needs to be, once you get them set, you usually don't have to mess with them. So let's pop it in, see how it goes. The passenger side is installed now. Definitely looks good. I'll close the hood here in a minute and show you. The bulbs seem to clip in there okay. I'm interested to see how the LED bulb works with that kind of reflector cup. I'm hoping it still works as it should, because the LED little elements are way out on the tip, so way inside that cup. So we'll see how they perform. I am not super thrilled that these are clear, because now I didn't even think of it as I'm putting them in there, but I will have to switch to amber bulbs, because you can't have a clear bulb and reflector on a turn signal. It needs to be amber, so I'll have to buy 4 new bulbs. When I step back here, you can really see the difference. So there's kind of the dingy old one with the amber turn signal, and then the bright crystal clear new one. You can order these in smoke and like a blacked out version. When you put them in your shopping cart, you select which option you want. So I just went with clear. Not really thinking about the lower light, but even with the smoked one, I think that would be an issue as well. So I'm not going to do the other one today, because I want to go check out the bulb situation. Installation, not bad. The bulb thing was my only complaint so far, but we'll see how that looks. I'll try it at night with these two, but I know in Pennsylvania you have to have amber turn signals, or at least amber bulbs. So that's where we're going to leave it for now. We'll check back after dark. We are back. It is day 2 of the Super Duty headlight renewal project. I went to Napa, got amber bulbs, because when you switch, like I said a second ago, these clear housings don't work with the clear bulbs. So I had to get 6 new bulbs. Actually, I didn't have to get 6, but they came in 2 packs. So you need 2 amber turn signal bulbs. They're 3157A. I think that's for amber. And then you need 2 of the driving lights, or the marker lights, which are 194A. You could probably get away without those, but the turn signals need to be amber. So now I'm going to put the amber bulbs in, pull the other one out, and then I'll show you how it looks as we get each one done. We are done. I have both sides installed. So there they are. It's got the amber, the 194A there, and the 3157A there, and then the stock bulb for the headlight, the quality and all that stuff. So but I don't really want to give my opinion until we see how they work, because that's the true testament. I think they look cool. So initial assessment, especially now that I have the amber bulbs in there, I think it's a nice look. Not sure how well it fits my old dirty farm truck look, but that is not any fault of the light itself. It's just my truck is not flashy and they're pretty snazzy looking. So that's how they look. Give you a little drive-by. I'll turn them on and show you the daytime look. We'll start with low beam. So there is low beam. So I have BeamTech LEDs. They're stock bulb replacements. There's your driving light and the marker light on the side. Now I'll show you a high beam. There is high beam. So it's kind of hard to tell during the day, but that's what it would look like running down the road. Now we'll try four ways. So there it is with the four-way flashers on. So that would be the same as turn signal. We'll be back in a little bit when it's dark and show you how they work at night. So after some night testing, I noticed a big improvement in both high and low beam. I have a little more adjusting to do to get them where I want, but I think it's a big improvement over stock. It has a really good cutoff compared to the original housings. So overall I'm pretty pleased. For $100, it's not too bad. Check the description for a 10% code and get your own.